necrotic. I can edit.
All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Strife of Aradiel. This is session 41 with an awesome title that I definitely gave it in there. Hope everybody is ready for an awesome session. We're going to wrap some things up and then have some time for them to work on some of their meticulous and mischievous intentions so they can build things to give me to blow up later on, surely. But yeah, anyways, thank you everybody coming through. I'm Risen Gaia. We got the whole group here. We're gonna get them in just a minute, just so you know. You can go over and make sure you check me out over on all the other places. Mostly TikTok is where I post a lot of stuff there, so you can go over there, check out the videos. I'm not sharing my stuff, y'all, so I need you to go over, show some love, click the like button, everything. You can catch very quick like recaps of the story so far. We're getting caught up on that, or you can also go over on YouTube, where you can catch all the long form of all the previous sessions before this. Let's go ahead and get everybody in here because, you know, there's so much things to plug and all this and that we can go into, but at the end of the day, we're too anxious. We want to play the game. So, what is up, everybody? How's it going?
What's up?
Hello.
Good night.
Hello.
Hey.
All right. So, I'd like to kick right off into things around here, so let's go ahead and first off, we got to get the vibe here changed up a little bit. Now, from where we left off, you all made your way to the proper city of Fristfell for a resupply before making your way back to Midway to hopefully finally get some well-deserved R&R. Now, most of the group went off into town to find some useful things. Many of them did, coming across a particularly friendly Goliath who had some pretty valuable wares and not too keen an eye for price. Friendly fella. Torin, on the other hand, where we left him, he was making his way through town following a crow. Led him where we last left off, him standing in an alley, a dead end, and down at the end of it, a familiar acquaintance, a Mr. Varen Mornville. Sits atop a couple of crates, his leg half propped up on a barrel, chewing away at a piece of bread.
So you're following us now?
You know, Torin, you've never really been that difficult to follow if you pay any attention. You leave quite the trail behind you, don't you?
Then what have you been doing?
Well, I'm not ashamed to say that me and my new compatriots weren't having as much luck as you to get past that blasted bubble there. So we decided to go another route. And just so happens, made our way down here, got ourselves comfortable before heading back to Eastwatch to give our report, of course. But it's been a while now. So I was just wondering, perhaps you'd like to share what happened to you inside of that little bubble.
Nah, I think I'm good. You say us, but I just see you here. And I'm gonna look around, see if I can see anything lurking in the shadows.
He tosses the bread up and gets to his feet and catches it when it comes back down. Oh, they're a long way from here by now. Should be checking back and reporting in, letting them know exactly what's changed around here. Or, let me guess, Finvar. You haven't noticed the changes, have you?
Is it Finvar?
Torin.
Okay.
41 sessions. It's
What?
only, that's the first time it's happened, y'all. Oh, fuck me. Anyways, it happens sometimes. Shit. Fuck. You threw me out my game, man. Give me a second. All right. We're all professional over here, everybody. You haven't noticed any of the changes there, Torin?
Like you said a long time ago, I'm a little oblivious to shit I don't care about.
Well, that's nothing new, is it? But there are things that you do care about. People, at least. That was kind of always that sore spot, an easy place to poke at. Could always be sure to get a reaction. So, tell me, in all this time that you've been off hiding away in your little bubble there, have you thought about any others you might be leaving behind?
Possibly. Why should that matter to me?
Well, I just find myself wondering sometimes if there's ever a point where you get tired of leaving bodies behind you. And that is your MO, as I recall. So,
Look, everybody that I left behind was a necessary step to take to make sure that yours is left behind next.
well, just thought you might have the chance to clear even a little bit of that ledger of yours, but same old Torin. Always just thinking about himself. Snaps a finger. That same crow flies overhead and drops something. It falls, smacks down, kind of half buries itself in a little bit of hay, kind of gathered up, kind of look down, just barely see it. Right off in front of you, about a foot or so. The severed hand, small, kind of greenish yellow, long pointed fingers. So, you let me know when you're ready to save a life for once. Maybe we can work something out.
How about right now? And I'm gonna take a shot with the iron bandable archer bullet that I made.
Alright. Roll an attack.
Using luck. Let's go. Where's my luck dice? There they are. Oh, I got 4 now. $30 to hit.
Bullet leaves the barrel. Explosion of power flies forward towards him. He looks straight at you in the eyes as it does. Half smirks, hits him straight in the forehead. The illusion of him vanishes in a puff of smoke. Overhead, the crow and goes flying off. Behind him, where he was sitting, you can see a little something, little box sitting on top of the crates where he was.
If the illusion is still there at all, I'm just walking straight through it.
Yeah, the illusion has dissipated at this point.
I'll go into the box.
Go over, open it up, and inside is a ring with a crow on it that your mentor used to wear. a letter underneath it, folded up, packed inside.
Is that crow still in range? Can I see it?
The crow, it's very faint, far off, kind of heading north from where you are, so you can't see a very little squint there. It's not, I wouldn't say impossible, but improbable, perhaps.
Never mind. But it went north, which north of Percival is Eastwatch.
Correct.
And the hand, is it? You said it was green, long fingernails.
This appears to be the
Goblin
hand
hand.
of Plemlin.
I'll pick up the hand and the note. How long is the note? How many words are on it?
It's really very short.
I'll read it then.
Just says, the rings for them.
And then I'll pick up the Iron Band of Balatro since it didn't really detonate or anything. It just hit a wall. It doesn't really do anything unless it hits somebody.
Alright, so pop it off.
And then I will use a summoning stone and tell the rest that I'll be on the ship.
Alright.
Or the sending stone, not summoning stone.
And so, with him heading back to the ship there, is anybody else, everyone's kind of been shopping and doing stuff in town. Is anybody else doing anything else, or are you guys going back to the ship? What's the plan there?
Besides picking up some rare inks for scribing, nothing else for me.
Okay. Ira, Finvar, I think, were you already on the ship and you, did you go in there to sleep, or were you doing something in town?
I buy the armor and yeah, maybe Finbar is already in the ship.
Okay.
Not sleeping but resting.
Alright.
I had just come along to browse, didn't purchase anything.
And then,
I was with Finvar as well, I believe.
okay, so did you head back to the ship there with Finvar?
Yeah.
Alright. So, that leaves, so were Jasper and Ira, were you two together, or did you guys kind of split off in your own directions then?
Go ahead, Ira.
I have no problem if we just stuck together, wandering through.
I was with Finbar as well at the armory to buy those two shields, and then afterward just stepped away to grab the ink.
Okay,
but
so you guys are
outside
pretty
that,
much.
yeah, we're together.
So I'm gonna fold everything in there, right? We're gonna skip back to before Finvar and the group and everybody is re-arriving back at the actual ship. Now, making your way up on to the docks there. When you guys arrive, there's in the distance you can see at another one of the docks a massive ship docked over there, tied off. See people working and then restocking it. Simply looking at it, you recognize it as a kind of ship used in Glenfirth. Not a major selling nation, so the ones that they do move there are quite extravagant. As you guys are making your way towards your own ship, you can see a small group stand over there. 3 people in cloaks, 2 guards standing at either side of them. waiting at the end of the dock. What are you all doing?
Has anyone had any word from Sam West? No?
I don't believe so.
Not me.
So those guarded individuals are standing at the entrance to their own dock or entrance to our dock?
Entrance to your dock, down by
Our dock.
the ship there. Not necessarily blocking anything off. The walkway is clear, and the way up the ship, the plank and everything is all good to go. But beside that, at that little kind of open section, they stand there with 2 guards holding pikes off to either side of them.
Whisper, hey, does anyone recognize those folks blocking our way?
No. I don't know. Maybe Torin steal something and they're looking for him. But I don't recognize them really.
Do they seem like actual town guards or like hired?
They look like soldiers. They're in full plate armor, standing on either side of them. They look like royal guards.
They must be civilized. I'm going to ask them. Hello. Do you need something? We're the like this is our ship. Is it parked wrong or something? What happened here?
As you do that, one of the cloaked women there turns, whispers something to the other, and then stands back up. The other one walks over, approaches the group. One of the knights starts to step forward, but is waved off. She keeps going and stands over in front of you. We are here on behalf of the Oscana. Is one of you Ragnar?
Oh.
I think
Jewel
we
of the
left
swamps.
him somewhere, but no, he's not here.
I'm going to.
That is most disappointing. Is this not the group that he travels with?
Yeah, it is, but we left him somewhere. Oh yeah, we left him in the mountains. Jasper, what's the name of the mountains?
Do you have a message for Ragnar?
Well, not so much a message, but it's not entirely safe for us to be here. She has traveled a very long way to see him. She'd be most disappointed to find out that he is no longer with you. Our ship is currently being resupplied. Would it be acceptable for us to come aboard yours, perhaps, to feed Her Highness a meal before we can return home?
I'm going to look at Ragnar and say, up to you, man. I'm not deciding this.
I think
Makes it
we should let
super
her on.
obvious. We all look at Ragnar.
Yeah, let her on board at least to have a meal.
She will be most grateful. We must get her aboard quickly. And she bows as she walks away and turns. She goes over, whispers back to the one in the middle. And then she steps forward and the group follows her as she walks up onto the ship.
Hey, Ragnar, I you know what you're doing here, but you might consider facing this thing head on. It's
Yeah,
not going
I think-
to get worse or any better. I mean, it's not going to get any better.
She's afraid that it's gonna scare the crap out of her.
I mean, I would have said school on. because you don't have face anymore. You know.
It was, yeah.
I don't think if she's going to like it, by the way, but it's up to her.
I don't have
Maybe
a-
she enjoy
I
it.
was hoping to have a little bit of time so I could learn some more spells. I heard there's some illusion spells I can possibly learn.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't have any magics to help disguise you. So
Yeah, it's just I don't have anything right now.
Ragnar, illusions are for the weak-minded. Okay, you have to face it with.
You'll have to face it on eventually.
That's true. All right.
Rip that band-aid off.
All right, we'll give her a meal and I'll serve it and talk to her privately, I guess.
So, going on the ship there, the two knights are still standing off to either side. One of the women is talking to the captain, who, at this point, he's opening up the captain's quarters and everything and letting them directly inside there for the meal. And are you kind of just stepping in there, or is everyone going in together?
Nah. I'm going to search some place to rest apart from the ship. I think Ragnar is going to need all the space he possibly can.
Alright.
Anyone coming, or I'm going to sleep alone again in a ditch.
oh, we
You-
can
you
see
have a
sleep next to
room.
you.
It's an amazing experience. I don't know how you didn't have it done before.
I have slept plenty of times in a ditch. I enjoy a bed every now and again.
Finbar's feeling lonely.
I mean, I'm jealous of Ragnar. He has a much worse skin than me and still gets all the ladies.
Yeah.
It's okay, he's my friend. He's good.
Jasper will do the hover thing. I'll be far enough away that I can't intrude, but close enough that in case someone shouts, I'll be able to hear it.
Since we're in the captain's quarters, is it safe to assume that the speaking stone is in there?
Yeah, you all left a stone with him, so
I'll hand Jasper mine. In case anything happens, you could listen in. If you're gonna. I know you got my back.
Yeah.
Alright, so you stepped in there now. She still has the two other maidens sitting beside her, but she steps over, walks to the table. The captain has pulled basically his large map area off in the center and kind of cleared it up to a nice table area. She sits down. Someone's brought in bread and a couple of the meats and some of the little things that they've gathered on there, little cheeses and stuff, and a little bit of wine. The two maidens sit off to either side of her, and you see she takes back her cloak, sits back refined as ever. The two knights stop and stand at the inside of the door, and as you're the only one who walks in there, she turns and she looks at you, doesn't seem to recognize you. Hello, are you the one who's replaced Ragnar amongst their ranks then?
You could say that.
Now you
Ragnar
wish to
is,
replace him here as
You know,
well.
in a way, Ragnar is no longer with us.
In
and
what way do
I'll,
you mean?
I'll grab
Maybe
a
we'll
seat
report-
and move it in front. And then I'll slowly sit down, still head tilted, can't really see, shadow covering everything. Something happened on this journey, and well, this is the first place we've docked since. And I'll slowly pull back my hood, revealing my blue flames in my skull.
She looks back, eyes half wide, and looks to the maidens, who they're starting to panic. The knights behind have taken a step forward and are halfway starting to move in, and she kind of stops for a second and raises her hand. The knights stop, and she leans forward. She stands up, takes a couple of steps, slowly moves her way around the table, and stops standing right over you as you're sitting there. She kind of looks over you. Ragnar? Is that you?
I.
Oh. You tortured Jim, what's happened to you? Who has done this to you? She kneels down, kind of looks up at you. You can. She's not. She still holds a lot of composure in her face, but you can see the mist kind of starting to gather on her a bit. Who has done this?
I made a terrible pact with a devil. And I want to better the world, and like I've told you. So I ended it with this devil. And this is my penance. Do you know ancient Elvish?
My bloodline goes back a very far way, Ragnar. I know many ancient languages.
Everyone calls me Ragnar and thinks of it as an homage to Ragnar, but in the old tongue, my name is Ragnar, demon fire.
Oh shit.
Now I am truly that.
Are you? Is that what you are? So, this change that I see here, it's not just your smile that's gone, it's you that's burnt away? Are you somehow changed that much?
I only have my mission.
And what mission is that?
To rid this world of wickedness.
Is that not always your mission? I've seen you in action before. You seem quite vigilant in my eyes. Or was that just my own blindness? Has this changed, or are you just more focused now? Because all I see is very much the same Ragnar. Just as much on fire on the outside as on the inside now. She waves her hand, and the two maidens get up and go stepping and leave out the door. The knights take a step back. She waves again, and they, for a second, hesitate and then turn and leave. She gets back up and steps around, goes and sits back over at her seat. So tell me, new Ragnar, what is so different about you?
I never really thought that I was like that before. You really see no difference.
Perhaps I see a man who's asking many questions he's not ready to answer. A man who's searches for some purpose, and by God, if you found one, then let it be true, but that does not mean that somehow that essential you must burn away within it. We spoke for hours, many, and I thought you much wiser than this, but I suppose when it comes to matter of the self, many of us find ourselves less than what is true. But no, I do not see some different creature before me. Perhaps a new shell, coat of paint, something to strike fear into the eyes of those who would dare turn against you and what you believe in. But no, I don't believe that you are suddenly not yourself. And you hear a whisper from inside the blade that you now carry and into your own mind. This one. It goes quiet again. But surely you are still a selfish SOB. You've yet to ask me what I'm even doing here.
What are you even doing here?
Well, you see, some time ago, a group of adventurers visited my domain, my region of the world. And they did us a great service. And I found that one of those men was personally exceptional. And he left, of course, because the mission always carries on, does it not? But when I wrote, I believed that he would write back. And then time went by. More time. Over which time, the world has seemed to taken some strange shift that, oddly enough, many don't recognize. Those that do seem to move on with the day. But things have also begun to escalate. The king has taken to isolation recently. Speaks to very few. So far, as far as I know, Jarl Thorson is the only one with any direct lines to him. Skana Amberpeak of Carvunder says that she has been ordered to give up more and more of her resources for the war effort. And to make matters that much worse, I've been receiving occasional visits from Jarl Silverstrand, who seems to have taken to the idea of courting me. And things as they are at the moment, currently I dare not reject him outright, but the idea of such a life saddens me. But he seems quite focused on the idea of unifying the regions. What's worse is, I don't think he's going to be too fond of the idea when he comes to discover that there is already an heir, or heiress, to Glenfirth.
Heirs?
She kind of looks down and then looks back up at you.
I'm going to concentrate on my blade. and ask it if she is wicked.
You get no direct answer. Have you nothing to say?
How long are you?
Well, it's been at least a few months. For me, I don't know what's been going on this ship, but although I haven't seen much in the way of fair maidens about, so
For us, it's only been maybe a week. Our adventure
explain yourself.
sent us through a temporal time displacement. It's some time magic. We were in a place outside of time. Well, we finally came out, and the captain here has told us that it's been some months.
If true, which I would admit might explain something having to do with some of the oddities I've noticed about, then I can only begin to imagine the shock you must be having right now. You must understand, for me, it's been quite some time. I wasn't sure if you were dead, and then I got reports that your ship had been seen headed here.
Yes, we only just left the time anomaly, and well, I was going to write back to you as soon as we came back. I just didn't understand that we were going through some kind of time thing.
Then I am happy to see that you are safe. Please understand, my coming here is by no means some plea for you to rush back to my countryside and occupy my palace. Understand? Just know you are always welcome, and that there are things happening about the world. I'm very happy to see that you are safe. She gets up and looks a little flustered as she turns and kind of starts walking towards the door.
Wait,
She stops.
I'm sorry for my being shocked, but I'm not trying to stay away or anything. I have a mission, but this is important. Where were you going today? After this, where were you sailing back?
That was the plan. A lot of people back home weren't happy that I was going on this little trip, but I assured them that it would be a straight shot. I would come here, take what time I could to search for you, and then head straight home. I have found you. It is only fair to my people that I return back. And where do you all intend to go? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, we don't have any leads on anything yet. I think we were probably heading back to our home to do some research. So I will have some downtime, and I think I will come by and visit, as well as find a way to re-inherit my lineage.
She stops and turns, steps towards you. As far as I can tell, your lineage is quite secure. She leans down, kisses you right on the forehead. When she does, the fire clears out of the way. You could feel a certain kind of power surging through you. The voice in the blade whispers again, "This one. You. This one." And suddenly, the fire fades. The bone kind of, your flesh not seem to fully solidify, but it starts coming back a little bit, and it gets harder, and layer by layer your face reforms itself, your body comes back, but then you can feel, flip your hands over, and with a thought fades away again, down to the hand, the bone, the fire. Another thought, it comes back to itself. She stops, leans back again, and looks down at your face. "I'll be on my way then." She turns and starts heading back out the door.
I'll see you at home then.
That made me break,
Wow,
y'all. That made
that's
me
it.
break. She leaves. The guards follow her. Not long after, they're heading off, sailing back home. Everyone's coming back together and settling back on the ship there. Finvar, earlier, were you eating, sneezing, or were you crying? I couldn't tell for a second. For a minute, I looked up and I saw you with the tissue. I was like, damn, we got to him, y'all. And
Both of them at the same time. I think. I'm with the flu. I'm okay. Don't worry.
all right. So,
Love, man, love.
all right. With that, as they're heading back off, everybody's gathered back on the ship. What are you guys doing?
Hey Ragnar, what was that all about? Is everything good with you guys? Are you done? She goes. She's back to Glenfirth forever now, and
Didn't you hear everything? Was the stone still in there?
I was just waiting for a cry of help. I didn't intentionally
Oh.
listen in at all because I didn't want to intrude.
As soon as my cat's butt gets out of my face. I might have a kid. And also, and I'll think of her Does my skin reform?
It does, yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
You got your hair back.
Yeah. Now I can do it on command, I guess. It's
Wait a
hard.
minute. So back to the child. So she's pregnant, or she already gave birth? Because this time, I thought we were in the time buckle for only 4 months, or 4 weeks, 2 fortnights.
Pregnant. Current.
We got Dad Nor now.
I mean, Ragnar is more accurate with the pistol than Torin.
All right, now.
Hey now, are you
Just
okay
because
with this?
I missed an illusion doesn't mean I'm bad with a gun.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Ragnar, are you okay with this?
Yeah. It seems right. And she kissed my forehead, and now I can control this.
Well, if this is what you want, congratulations. I'll come up and give you a big bro hug.
Yeah, this is. It's like I'm actually on a path now, and everything is kind of lining up.
But
You got a reason, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
are you going to leave us?
No, it just makes what we're doing more meaningful.
He's taking the Goku approach.
I'm shocked, really. I mean, I thought this was a joke, but it's super serious. I mean,
Well, we need to celebrate tonight.
yeah, for sure. I mean, you have to find a name for the poor kid. I mean, but are you coming with us adventuring, or
Yeah.
are you staying like?
Yeah.
to
No,
care
I'm
for the kid?
coming back to the house.
You
Just
better
if we
be-
have some off time, I will go visit her, of course. But I think she knows that this is important. What we're doing is important. Seemed like she completely understands.
If she reverted or fixed your skin, she's the chosen one, I think.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me asking a personal question, but back when you met her, the Jarlskona Dornan, you were under the patronage of Brisker.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to affect Dornan or your child at all?
Torin says inside, oh shit.
Torin, not the hell.
Well, how about we deal with that before it becomes an issue?
Yeah, you're right. This is a night for celebrations, not for dark thoughts. Let's. Sorry for asking that question. We'll keep it light.
No, it is something to think about, and I think that's why what we're doing is important. We are changing the outcome of this world, and hopefully putting some people on the right track. And hopefully we'll make a change.
Well said.
So Ragnar,
Huzzah.
you have your stomach back, right?
I think I've always had that part.
So back to Torin. I'm going to give him a beer, basically, or whatever drink we have on the boat for the newborn. I don't know, the kid. So how we should call it?
Yeah, toast.
Ragnar's kid.
Dead bar.
Ragnar.
That's right.
Dadvar.
The dad
I'm the
bar.
child of Ragnar. Yep.
Huzzah!
All right.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. All right. Anything else before you guys are set and sail? Anything else to do here in town? Anything like that?
Our celebration's over.
No issues with Captain Book getting the ship provisioned.
No, everything is all resupplied.
Good.
Everything's all ready
Okay.
to go. You got plenty of food. Even with some of the extra coin you guys are tossing around, they made sure you guys are going to be eating very nice for this trip home.
So the celebration's over.
Over? Already?
Are they?
I only chugged once. There's no way.
2 hours later.
Wow.
I mean,
Before
So yeah,
everybody
so
gets
as time goes on there, the ship gets sailing, but you guys are still, this is the night of, and at this point, the whole crew has heard the good news, as Finvar isn't exactly a subtle person. So soon enough, they are going off every which way they can and playing. Give me 1 second. I didn't have no goddamn music ready for a festival. That's what I got. Get to playing as much music going on and everything as they can while everybody is dancing about, serving drinks. They are going straight into the best of the ale that they can find on the ship. What's everybody doing? Are you guys just sitting around telling stories, drinking yourself silly?
Torin's gonna drink till he is barely functioning. And he will go up to Jasper. Just, this is so great. And then he's like patting his shoulder, and he doesn't realize he has the goblin hand in his hand. And he's like patting him. He's like, "This is amazing.
Oh, what the?
This is great."
Torin, I think you've had a bit too much there. Stop patting Jasper with
I haven't
the
had
goblin
enough.
hand.
I haven't had enough. He makes a pointer finger with it. Listen, Ira, I need another drink.
The goblin hand of Vecna. Yeah.
Oh Lord. And now as you're drinking, it's still moving about with the hand in there. It doesn't even matter. One of the crew hands comes over and, hey boss, look, this guy over here, I bet him 10 copper that you could hit anything we could toss over the edge of the ship while we're going. Come on.
I'll even use a goblin hand to pull the trigger.
I don't know about that. Do we have any rules for that? No, they said they're not going to change the odds, but it's good.
Okay.
So they're at this point, they're all following behind you, kind of trying to lead you up the stairs and over towards the rail, putting you right up against it. And they've gone over and they've grabbed a bunch of these little plates that they're tossing up. You ready for it? Ready?
Hang on. I'm gonna walk off the side of the boat with the ring on and stand on the side of the boat too, with the undead ring.
Okay, so he goes over and attaches himself on there, and they start tossing them off. At one time, they throw 3 plates as wide as they can straight off in the air. Go ahead and give me a couple shots there.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you disadvantage on that for sure. I mean, you are
Okay,
hanging off the side. If there was quadruple disadvantage, then we would be doing that.
So how many shots am I taking? Because I'm gonna use luck to balance it out.
Give me 3 shots.
3. That's perfect. I have 3 luck dice, so all of them are just normal rolls now. All right, first one. 28. Second
20.
one.
Bam.
24.
Bam.
Third one.
Oh,
15. Heroic inspiration. Roll that one again. Let's go.
let's
31.
go.
And it spins around there. You fire off that shot, and it cracks it, splits it in two, and they fall like glass confetti down the world. Everyone on the ship there cheering. Yeah, just give me my money, give me my money. He's over there collecting. Yeah. Just hand it over. And he goes over, grabs a handful, about 20 copper, and tosses them over to you. Fair is fair.
Thank you.
All right, Finvar, what are you doing?
I mean, I was thinking some wild shit, but I think Finbar is right now enjoying the view on the top of the like the top of the ship. I don't know how it's
The crow's nest?
said. Yeah, on the watcher. I don't know, in the top of the on the higher wood or something. Like with his beer, enjoy the view, Torin looking the shots. He's really chill about it. But
just up there.
He's barely functioning, just like Torin is.
All right, relaxing up there, having a drink, keeping to yourself. Ira, what are you doing?
I think when the crew came and got Torin, I think I would have followed them out just to make sure Torin doesn't necessarily fall overboard.
All right, up there just watching me. He is the designated. What would that be for an airship? He is the designated passenger. He is keeping an eye on everything, making sure everyone's good, enjoying his
Den
drink.
Mother.
Yeah.
He's the den mother.
Meanwhile, everyone is still packed around Ragnar. They are cheering him on. Just congratulations on so many pats you've gotten on your back throughout the night there, and with your face looking normal again, they're like, "You look good. You look better. I don't know what kind of cream you got going on there, but it's done wonders." And are you doing anything special while everyone's celebrating?
Well, clearly I'm probably just as drunk as Torin. As if everyone's celebrating with me, I'm probably taking shots galore.
All right. Over there drinking like crazy. They have come out here. They actually bring out at some point, coming in there with a couple of boards crisscrossing each other. They set it down, stacked, going across them is a pyramid of shots that they have gathered up from all the rum they could collect on the ship there. Mixed up, aged, poured in together, and challenging you to drink it all as much as they can. There's 4 men, everyone starts from a different side of it, and whoever gets to the center first is the winner. Feel like getting some alcohol poisoning on this ship?
I feel like Constitution saving throws are in your future.
I don't have that ring no more. Torin's currently using it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pound as quickly as possible.
All right, give me a
This
con
race.
save.
Heck yeah. How many?
Let me get 3.
I think that's how many lucks I have as well.
Everybody's trying to get lucky.
Am I doing advantage or just straight?
Well, you've already been drinking, so I'm gonna say
Yeah,
it's
right.
easier after you've started drinking. So you know, give me straight rolls.
Straight rolls, okay. Okay, 16.
First one's already a little rough there, a little bit burning as you're taking them down. This is where you are heaving. These sailors beside you, this was not a fair challenge to begin with, as they are just wrecking through this stuff like it's milk. And you're over here, and they're, no, keep going, keep going. Give us another one.
I'm gonna do another one. Oh, thank goodness. 19.
And 19. You don't finish first, second, nor third. You are in last place, but you do finish the tower there. Although at some point you do vanish for a little while, and we're pretty sure that everyone needs to check those barrels before they go for any supplies later on. Jasper, what are you doing as all this hedonism is going on here?
Big smile on my face, cheering out whenever somebody initiates a cheer or a toast, but I barely touch my drink. And whenever there's an ebb or flow, and whenever Jasper's left alone, his eyes get a faraway thought, and he's constantly distracted, and he's thinking about the things that we uncovered, and his mind constantly strays to a couple books that we recovered, and one of them that's floating around him with the unseen servants that he almost always has going around ritually is the Tome of Clear Thought is open and hovers around him, and his eyes stray to the book whenever there's a lull. So while he partakes in the festivities, he's distracted.
Okay. Yeah, try not to be standoffish, but also kind of off in your own little world, still deep in your thought and everything. So, partying goes on throughout the night there. You're pretty sure, not sure if any of you happen to outlast any of these people. Everyone either went to bed responsibly or passed out well before some of these sailors were done celebrating Ragnar's news. And then, not long after, as eventually some times go by, you have in the ship there, before you can start seeing the first signs of the tower over Midway. You guys go floating in on the familiar approach, locking on. Everybody, it's time before you as you make your way up towards the deck to get ready to finally leave. At the very top, that little shine appears as a manifestation of your guys' somewhat benefactor appears. Aelor Varn on the deck there.
It is his ship after all.
Stands up there and looks about at everybody. Well, haven't received any kind of words from you in quite some time, so I thought I would come and make my own appearance. It is my understanding that you all have the artifacts, do you not?
We don't know if we have all of them, but we do have them, and we do intend on spending some time to research them to see how they might be formed into some sort of key.
Excellent. That is good. Be sure to keep those safe. There's forces moving about that I don't quite trust. There's a lot of things going on in the north that make me nervous. But it is good that they are with you and safe. Besides myself, I can think of no safer place, honestly.
Well, Jegram Feinstamp turned out to be some sort of mix between a very capable artificer or artificer, depending on your pronunciation, and some sort of who was dabbling in chronomancy, some sort of chronergy wizard as well. His castle was surrounded by some time buckles, and that's why the message sending that I sent to you, you received it before we even entered the time buckle. So what was but a few days for us was apparently 2 fortnights here in the rest of Eldara. So we are definitely behind where we thought we might be. But
It's
we
quite
have
strange itself. It seems because at that same time as I was tracking my ship, of course, stops for a second, thinks things over. You said that there was some kind of time distortion then. Well, seems to me that the further away, he kind of throws a little illusion up of around where you all were. This is about where you were when I lost track of you. And for me, and you say 2 weeks, and where did you go and where did you find out that it was 2 fortnights since you vanished?
Your ship's captain, Captain Book, said they were waiting for 2 fortnights for us.
I believe they were, and he shows kind of a bit way outside of that bubble where they were. Well, and he backs it up further. From here, where I am in Harvick, it's been about 6 months since I've lost track of you. And even stranger still, and he pulls it out further, showing the north there. There's been an odd acceleration of events further to the north. As far as I can tell, time itself is trying to realign some things. Something, it's almost like a bubble popped and everything is squishing in on itself.
Oh,
Either way, it is good that you all have the artifacts. I fear that the power they hold may come in handy far sooner than we maybe even expected. But that will, of course, be conversations for a later time. Right now, there are things that I must research as well. So, I will ask this. Keep yourselves ready for when whatever comes next bears its face. But for now, just keep those items safe. And if you don't think you can do so, if you are concerned at all, and you don't think that you can handle that responsibility, then I ask that you hand them over to me now, and I will put them somewhere where no other can get them.
They bear investigation, and I believe that we are positioned to investigate appropriately.
Well, I've put a lot of faith in your group's decisions and your ability to do what is logical so far, so I'll continue to do so. I just hope you all continue to live up to my expectations. The ship is, of course, still yours as long as you need it. And if you should need me, feel free to reach out, though make sure that you disguise any message you send. I am quite certain that, well, your Silver Strand is keeping tabs on me here as well as best he can. But until then, enjoy some rest. You deserve it, Moonblades. That is quite clear.
DM, a quick question: is this a image or projection of Aelor Varn, or is this actually Aelor Varn?
It is a projection of him.
Okay, then I will not continue that. Got it. Thank you.
If no one else says anything to him, the projection kind of shines and then fades out.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear the very beginning. Was this during the party?
No, this is afterwards when you guys are finally arriving at Midway.
Gotcha. Aelor, I do have a question.
Yeah?
Okay.
Heard some questionable stuff about your past, and I don't look. I
Such
just
as?
found a calling for myself, and well, from what it seemed like, you used to cause wars. And now your peace is more of your peaceful intentions is more of a
Understand something young, very young Ragnar. I am rather old myself. I was young once as well. Sure, I made mistakes then, but I learned better. I walk the path I walk now in a simple effort to make up for my mistakes of the past. I thought that I had a better path, a better way of doing things. And it was only after, even with the best of intentions, my ways failed. And I was shown the folly of my ways. Now I simply seek to make sure that no other ever gets the opportunity to attempt what a younger me had in mind.
One, I would like to have an insight check. I purposely asked him directly so that I could try and ascertain his
Okay? Give
intentions.
me insight.
And then I will, hold on, I will also use a luck roll. 3d10. So, dirty 20.
You believe he believes every word he just said. You are certain of that. There is no deception at all in his words.
Thank you, Elor. I just, like, there was questionable things and I wanted to hear it from you. And I have the most respect for you. We all do.
It
That
is
was all.
appreciated.
I just want to be upfront with that.
I understand. There are many old places where old liars like to twist tales. Some, if I'm being truthful or not, what one could call a lie is just shameful. But it is important while journeying, such as you all do, to be wary of what you find written here or there in any random abandoned catacomb. Was there anything else you were concerned with, Ragnar? Or any of you?
How old are you? It's impressive how you found one of Fine Stamp's workshops a long time ago when we first started. How old are you?
Many of us, when we reach this age, counting it so specifically loses much of its meaning, but I suppose go back the year of this. Just about 923 years, I believe. Yes. If I'm doing that math right.
So we probably wouldn't find your name in Fine Sam's book.
I can see no reason why, though. From what you've told me, I understand he is some kind of fiddler of time, so who knows what he could be aware of well before or after its true events.
Yeah.
Perhaps he knew of me before I knew of me.
Probably he knew of you before you even knew you were you. Now, you could be something completely different before.
I get the feeling you're making some implication, Torin.
No. Just curious mind.
Well, if there's anything I've learned is that being curious is important, and I've only ever sought to share knowledge. So, should you ever choose to speak plainly, I'd be happy to address any of your concerns.
I'll get back to you on that.
I'm sure you will.
Kind of tired of illusions, anyways.
How are you able to live up to 900 years?
Points to his long, pointy ears there.
Oh, you're Elven. That's really old also for an Elven kind.
Oh, yes. That it is. Most have returned and or gone back by now. But I don't think I'm quite done with this go-round.
I mean, you won't have long to kick the bucket, right? Or
You know, when they say we live to 1,000, that's more of a average. So, who knows? Maybe I'll be just average and I'll be gone in the next century or so. Or maybe I'll continue to be the exceptional one that I've always been, and I'll live to 1,500. Yes. I think I'd rather like to know what the next age looks like, at least the first half. Anyways. Was there anything else that tickled your fancy there, Finvar?
I mean, the only thing that is tickling my brain now is if I'm going to live up to that age, I'm going to get crazy. I think the thing is how did you not get crazy yet?
Say,
I mean, look at Feinstab, right? He turned crazy.
He's not wrong.
remember this, there's Fine Stamp, from what I've understood, is first off no elf, not meant to live so long to begin with. Most of your average mortals' lives are, their brains aren't able to handle time in such a way as we do. So, best thing to do at your age is not be concerned with it. The centuries will come, they'll go, and eventually you'll all see it for what it is, just one layer after another of life. But then again, knowing you as I do, Finvar, I don't think 900 is quite in your cards. Not the way you sleep and eat, but maybe
I
next
mean,
time around.
I hope I don't live up to your age, really.
If you do, it'll be a gift.
A gift?
A gift.
I mean, or like
Yes, a gift to yourself. As I said, I've seen how you eat, where you sleep, the things you do, Finvar. They are not best for your health. As a matter of fact, next time you're in town, I have a book for you. It'll help you to get some of these habits in line. It's very.
listen to me, and I haven't heard of any words that help me more than training or I don't know, something physical. Words doesn't do that, right? Right?
Yes, but too many sweets and everything. You're not going to be doing much training when they have to cut your foot off.
My foot?
Your foot. Yes.
I mean,
I feel like we've gotten very far off track here. Is there anything of importance that I can do for you, Finvar? It's always a pleasure speaking with you. If there's nothing else, gentlemen, I have a turtle currently chasing me around the yard, and I'm pretty sure a man hiding in a tree. It's getting very unnerving around here.
Thank you, sir.
And he
nothing for me.
poofs out of there. And with that, before they head down into town, get to go back and see their home, which has been a while technically since you all have been here, as this time ripple has made its way over what seems like all, if not most, of Aradiel. But we're going to take a quick break, give them time to brainstorm what the fuck all just happened, and then we will come back. We do these about every hour and a half. We kind of changed. It used to be every hour. I've kind of switched to doing every hour and a half, so we're not doing a bunch of breaks. Like, I get it. Kind of means somewhat. People might get some ads roll in, but sorry, you know, we're doing the best we can. We kind of want to just keep on playing, so I've rearranged things. But we are going to take a minute, step away, come back, and pick up from right there while they discuss whatever the fuck I'm doing tonight. Y'all, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? So far, we have had the most off-the-wall shit. When did this turn into a teen soap opera? Hey, just have, anyways. All right, BRB. All right, everybody. We are back. I'm gonna swing right back into it, but I did think of one thing. I wanted to put this little kind of my hot take out there, just a random hot take for the night. So we all know the rule as written is that there are no critical rules. Say that again. Rule as written, there are no critical roles for skill checks, right? We all agree that that is the way it is. My hot take is a 20 should absolutely, basically, get it every time. Not because it's a critical role, but because why the fuck are they rolling it if they can't make it? And if a 20 means that they don't make it, then why did you have them make that roll at all? That is just my thing. I saw a video while we were on break there and it triggered my brain. So I was like, listen, I get it. I get everyone arguing. That's just how we've been playing too much Baldur's Gate 3. That's not the point, man. If a 20 doesn't get it, then just say, guess what? You try, or you look at it and you say, no, you realize that it's not possible for you to do that. Something, any reason that they can't make the roll, but don't have them do it and say, oh, you rolled a 20, you rolled your maximum possible number, but you fell at it. That's just frustrating. Just why? Why do that? But anyways, that's it, everybody. That was my moment. Back to the game. So now, as everybody is getting back into town, let's get our midway tone going. Welcome home, gentlemen. After a long time away, especially to the people around here who have not seen you in quite some time, and as usual, as your name spread through town, a lot of people look surprised to see you, but those who recognize you celebrate. A couple of kids come running by as you guys are heading through town and back towards your bastion with little wooden swords they're waving, and see a couple of them have the words Moonblade painted into the side of them, and they're swinging it about, and they cheer as you guys make your way back home where everything is as it should be. Everybody you had working there has been gradually grinding away at things, and at this point, you all have some time to, well, most everybody. Some
I see our merchandising is working, by the way.
Yeah. Like that isn't like one of our products, son. Is this a knockoff?
Right.
Where'd you get this from?
Yeah.
Alright, so
one thing, guys.
go ahead.
Clemelin is not here.
Right. That hand that you...
That's Plemelin's hand.
Is he dead?
I see.
I don't know. Nor do I know how to tell if he's dead or not.
We need to find him.
It's not gonna
And
be
Sam West too.
I think two different groups.
Is this the work of the Silent Shadows, Torin?
Plemelin, yes. Sam West, maybe. If the rival party that we're against is working with him.
Hold on. Are you saying Plemlin was a spy?
I don't think so. As I dangle his hand, I don't think he was working with him.
I mean, he didn't voluntarily give up his arm, I see.
He is a blabbermouth, though.
Maybe they got him. They killed him.
I feel like if they killed him, they would have given me his head, not his hand.
Giving you the hand to tell you he's still alive and they can still get to him.
Now, I'm not too worried about his hand because I'm sure he'll just make some wheel for it in the future. But
No, he'll just make a foot and attach it to his arm.
exactly. However, he has basically the same knowledge as Sam West. So we have two predicaments. Two different people have the knowledge that we have. But there's not really much we can do about it right now.
Why not?
Do you want to go take the Silent Shadow Zone right now?
Well, no, but
Because they know
I
we're
don't-
coming after him. I did shoot an illusion.
Oh, was it your buddy again?
Yeah, I would have hit, just FYI, but it went through his forehead.
Your friend that we met back in Stillmere?
Yeah. Vayron.
Well, I do think we've got a bunch of things we need to do and research, but I'm having a hard time letting those two go if we know that they are captives.
The thing is they have something they want. Both of them do. They have leverage, and they have knowledge. If they won't give the leverage, I'm sure they'll give the knowledge of this, and I'll show the gun. Sam West is probably being used to make a bunch of these. Plemelin maybe used to make cannons on wheels.
I was gonna say he's probably just putting wheels on everything that if there's
Hey, if it keeps him alive, you know. But the thing is, they took his hand, so I don't know how useful he's going to be.
Maybe like giving up Plemlin was like to slow them down, you know, in the investigation. Like he's a hazard for the
Maybe that's why
research.
they took his hand.
Maybe
Just
he
only made wheels.
I
So
would
now
say
he's only putting one wheel on everything, so it's just going in a circle.
at half the speed. Yeah.
jokes aside. I told you, Torin, that this will come to haunt us, and it already is. Because that weapons is, I mean,
It's not the weapon. It's the okay for Sam. It probably is the weapon. But I think that is more tied to. Funny enough, the Jarls that are kind of hard to get to. You can't just go attack a Jarl and get Sam back if you hire the rival party. Now, the Plemelin side of things, it has a different weight to it.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, apparently the king has gone into like some kind of hiding, or like
bet
on a
he has.
neutral zone, and the Jarl that we were dealing with is kind of in charge now.
Oh, Harvick's Jarl. What was his name again?
Right? Was that what she told me?
No, so the Jarl that he has kind of only been known to share counsel with now is Jarl Thorson. He's the Jarl of Hadrig.
There we go. Yeah. My bad.
Who hates us?
Yeah.
and is right on the border with Calrathia as well.
Sorry. So that's what I said.
Oh,
And is
so
the
the-
patron of the rival party.
Oh, so the Jarl of Harvick's the one that went to hiding.
Yeah.
Good. Don't have to deal with him anymore. But
No, I thought the Jarl of Harvick, which is Silverstrand, is the one that's courting
It's
Yeah,
Corin,
Scone
that's-
of Dorna.
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's my personal problem.
Okay.
Well, if they if he hired the rival group and took Sam West, yes, they are mass producing these guns right now to fight the Calrathians. So Sam West has leverage to live longer. Blimmelin. That one's tough.
Well, can we find him? Pretty. Okay, this is going to sound gruesome, but since we have a piece of Plemlin, scrying should be extremely effective to find him.
Do that.
I can definitely give that a shot.
I like that idea.
Okay. So
You
you
don't
guys
have
are
to do it
going
now.
inside somewhere
Wait for
and
it.
finding a space to try to see him.
I think before we settle down, I'm just having a hard time letting that one go.
Same. I can't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. It wouldn't feel right to do any kind of downtime without trying to get them at least.
I mean,
While you're at it,
I won't be able to sleep without knowing where Blemlin is.
how many times can you do the scrying thing?
There's no limit.
Great. I
No
have 2
limit.
more that I would like you to try. One is going to be a safe one. The second one is dangerous.
What do you mean dangerous?
Oh, one of them's an old friend. The other one is not really a friend. It's Varen.
We'll do the safer option first, and then we'll attempt the dangerous one potentially.
So do you want his hand? I'll dangle his hand.
I suppose.
If you stick the middle finger up, it might work better.
Question: scrying only in this plane?
That's what I'm looking up the spell now because it doesn't let me on D&D Beyond.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. No use in trying for Brisker then.
No, it doesn't work against them.
Unless, he is on this plane.
No, he wouldn't come out to this plane.
Didn't he do it before?
It was all illusions.
What about when
Remember,
we
we
gave
had
him the dagger?
we threw it through a portal.
Wasn't he on the other side of it?
Yeah, in the hells.
Well, I meant on the material plane.
I don't think so. I think it was like a
Okay.
some kind of
I
hellish
couldn't
portal.
remember. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
What was this.
There was something
Alright.
about him not being able to come over here. From what I remember. Right? I could have sworn he said something about him not. Really
No,
being
I've
able
never
to
said
come
anything
out
about that. You've been face to face with him a couple of times.
Oh, okay, that was an illusion. Never mind.
Oh no, he a big
Yeah,
boy.
we could try it.
He kind of goes where he wants.
But I think the definitely doing Plebelin's hand would,
All right, Ari, you got it.
Yeah, I got scrying up now. Sorry, I was just reading over it again.
No worries. I'm pulling
Yep.
it myself here.
So it will require the target to make a wisdom save. Or no, it's a save DC. Yeah, it doesn't say what save. Where
You're right. Wisdom
it
save.
is wisdom. Okay, I did read
You're right.
it.
You got it. You're on it.
And because I have Plemelin's hand, his save would have a -10 modifier to it.
Okay. Well,
Needs it.
definitely gonna be
So-
failing that save.
So
And a
it's
minus
17.
-5, additional -5 because
We
him
know the
well.
target well, yeah. So minus
yeah.
15 on a 17 save.
Well, that's all failed. And this is on Plemlin, right?
Yeah, we're gonna start with Plemelin.
All right. So, as you set the orb up inside and set the hand off beside it, barely touching it with one finger, begins to swirl in the center there, and then it shines bright. From no matter what side of it you're looking at, it still looks like just a straight picture to you. And you can see it appears to be a room. Actually, a rather nice room. oak furniture everywhere. Table full of berries and cheese and foods. Certain parts look like doorways, a couple of windows seem to be blocked out. Something stopping the magic from showing those particular areas. But over at a desk, sitting there, one hand in a sling and bandaged off, the other scribbling furiously in some kind of colored wax that almost looks like crayon on a large piece of paper. You can see a number of other papers hung up on the wall around him. Torin, give me a tinker, one of your tinker's checks.
Have we had a long rest since we got back to Midway?
You have not. You guys went home and started up right away. I love that.
All right. I'm going to use a second wind dice to add a d10 to that roll.
All right.
So that is a 16.
So as
And if
crudely
I-
drawn as they are, you can tell that the scribblings on the wall are some designs of your pistols. Some older variations of them, but kind of looking at them, something's not quite right about them. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something's off about the designs.
They have wheels on them, don't they?
The trigger's on a little wheel, you just spin it and it just goes.
Those are scary. Don't.
What, is he coming up with an early version of a Gatling gun?
That's what.
But that's what you see, and he gets up, kind of skips over, a very similar kind of carefree expression on his face there, walks over to the table, reaches out, as he often does, and pulls from nowhere behind him a little corkscrew, and then spends a little bit of time there struggling, trying to figure out how to grip the bottle to get the corkscrew in to open up the wine. But that's more or less what you are seeing as he just continues onwards. No sound comes through.
Oh, so no sound comes through.
Maybe he's intentionally sabotaging the designs.
That would be really nice to know.
All right. And then you all had more
But no
seances you
indication.
wanted to
I
have.
read no indication of where he is.
Not that I can see. It seems he's just in a. You said it was a small room, correct, Resin?
Oh, it was a pretty decent sized room. It actually looked.
Or okay, a decent.
Look,
sized
he's
room.
probably an Eastwatch.
But you said there were some spots I couldn't see, correct?
Yeah, anything that looked like a window or a doorway or anything was just all cast in darkness. You couldn't see in those areas.
And the,
Sorry, using the
ask
crystal
one of-
ball, could I activate True Sight
What's that?
on the scrying? Could I have True Sight on the scrying with the crystal ball of seeing that you have given me.
Let me double check something here.
Sorry, I was reading. Sorry to interrupt you, Jasper.
No. You're the main character now. I was just thinking maybe a long shot is if you can only see the desk. Maybe you could identify like the part of Eldara. Maybe that the furniture style is of. Is it a Glenforth style or is it a Harvick style or Eastwatch style? Long shot though.
Mm-hmm.
No. So while your magic of the scryings from the crystal ball there is very powerful and pierce through whatever protection this place has, whatever is guarding, keeping you from seeing those areas specifically, is even beyond the ball itself. It's very powerful magic bound to this place. You can tell that much.
All right, and from what I'm seeing through this, do I recognize the stuff like Jasper had suggested? Do I recognize any of the furniture's stylings?
All the furniture in this place looks elven crafted, very fanciful oak furniture, tall post bed, and again, it's a very nicely put together place. He's looks like he's living quite luxuriously at the moment, you know, except for the whole missing hand thing.
They're taking care of him at least.
From would you describe, Ira? Would you have described that it was all elven?
Yes.
From the descriptions that he's giving, would Ragnar be able to tell perhaps if it's in a specific elven city or something?
No, because
Kinda.
aside from the furniture itself appears elven. Other than that, the room itself is, you know, mostly stone. Some of it looks to be carved walls, maybe inside of some kind of stone formation.
Okay.
Maybe we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way and beat the bushes and use our networks.
Sounds like it.
Can you do one more?
Who are we looking for?
You're
Toss
muted,
some-
Ira.
He was talking.
Pardon?
No, he's good. I take the crow that was whittled by Veyron and hand it to Ira. Could you tell me where he is?
I'll do my best. And I will attempt to scry Veyron. Remind me, did I meet Veyron in Stelmere, or was it?
You saw
Bri-
I-
him.
briefly
was
at
with-
the end. Yeah, briefly at
Okay.
the end, you all did. So,
And that was my bad. I had muted everyone.
Oh. Okay, so this would be another possession, so save modifier of -4, and because I've met them, a +0.
+0. So you said
And a
-4
Yeah.
against a DC what?
So DC 17 with the -4 would make it into a DC 21.
Okay. Wait, what? I don't think that's
It'd
how
be
that
DC
works.
22 because
No, it's a save modifier on a DC 17.
Yeah.
That's how I'm understanding it.
Sorry.
Like,
Hold on.
or am I misunderstanding how it works?
You have other possessions, so he gets a minus. So it's yeah. So
Oh, okay, sorry. So
you
it would
guys have
be in the
met, so
equivalent
it
of a
doesn't
21, yeah.
change your modifier because
Right,
you guys have
my
only
bad.
met each other. So
My
you
bad.
don't know him well, so you get +0 to your modifier. So it's your whatever. What is your normal What is your normal?
The normal
save?
save is 17.
17. So 17, and then he has, because you have a possession of his, so he has -4 to his roll. So with
Okay,
-4
sorry,
to
I
his roll, he's got to
misunderstood
beat
that.
17. All right,
Many apologies.
and it's gonna come in just barely passing it at 18. So
Holy.
unable to scry him at that moment.
It doesn't seem I'm able to find him at the moment, Torin.
Just make them aware that someone's trying to.
Oh, it does.
No, it doesn't say it does.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, it's just they just feel uneasy.
Yeah.
But
Oh, good. If you wouldn't mind, if you ever have any time, keep trying.
I'll keep
Trying
trying
to give
until
him
I
the
get through.
heebie-jeebies.
Good, because isn't he a prone to mistakes? So nervous and loses his self-control sometimes.
Make him paranoid.
Maybe he won't show up again.
All right. So, with that, was there any other scrying that you guys were doing as a group, or let me know when you guys are kind of going off to do your own things, how you would like to continue from there. Then we'll
I'm
start
good
getting
unless
breaking
anybody
it
else-
into the kind of quick movement of time here.
I think the last one would just, as a group, would probably just be Sam West then. No.
If you want to. I'll hand you my pistol that he made.
Another perfect.
All right.
And I will attempt to scry where Sam West is.
In the same room.
All right, and he's gonna fail that save. With what's that? Plus the -4, it's a 9, so he's gonna fail that. All right. So you see somewhere in what looks to be some kind of closed off factory. Very archaic kind of conveyor belt moves these pieces across in front of, and you can see Sam West sitting there, both arms chained so we can't lift them any higher than just above his head. And reaches over, grabs a piece, connects them, grabs another, connects them, welds, hammers a couple times, slides it on down the conveyor belt. Piece by piece is making what looks like barrels, sending them down. Just through the windows you can see they're all barred all the way around with 2 doors on either side of just behind him there. You can see through the bars there's like a number of people lined up somewhere outside. Looks like they're on the 2nd level of some building. All of them armed with look to be kind of bulky versions of Torin's pistol. Not quite nearly as elegant, but cling tight against their chests where they hold them. And he just continues working away.
So, seems our fears of what has happened with Sam West were correct.
So Sam has it harder? What are you saying?
Yes, he is chained and mass producing versions of your weapons, Torin.
And you said you saw other people.
Other
What
people
did-
holding much bigger, bulkier versions of your pistol.
What were they wearing?
What were they wearing, DM?
Very kind of blocked off, kind of straight down helmets with a come to a cone over the top of the head. Give me a history check, Ira.
Sorry, I cannot help you on this.
I was going to say, I have proficiency.
19.
No, okay.
19.
I'm going to give him help, but he doesn't need it.
This time. I only have a +2.
So you don't recognize the exact formation of the helmets, but the designs look fairly northern. And a region that's kind of known for its bulkier, just everything, architecture. It is the Texas of the world.
Seems
2
to be-
ales, he's probably had drinking.
So 2 different groups have 2 different people with the same knowledge.
Oh boy.
Tough.
I mean,
I think we still gotta get Sam West once we're done collecting ourselves here.
I think Sam West is going to have to be the priority. They do not appear to be treating him well.
You know, that's funny. The day that we landed in Midway, when we were debating whether or not to go after these ringed artifacts, we had this exact same conversation about knowledge getting out, about the Soulforged army. And here we are talking about knowledge getting out of firearms. This is quite the deja vu moment.
It's also been 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, for the rest of the world, for us, it's been 2 weeks.
Not even 2 weeks, a week, I thought at most.
So, Yeah, the Jabu or not. This is the same situation. And I told you before, Torin, that this will get out of reach of our hands, you know?
I tried to get him with us.
Yeah, but... I mean, for sure, I'm going to get shot by some of your weapons. At least once.
At least it's not by me.
You're
this time.
driven some, okay? So, at least I expect from you a sorry or something like along the way, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I'm not apologizing.
You're sorry that you are not apologizing? That's not how it works, Torin.
Sam was already making this before I came to him.
I mean,
I just sped it along.
may I remember how was his earlier invention? How you and I almost ended up?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm sorry that that happened. But you have to admit, this thing has definitely helped us a lot.
That's a fact.
And now, they're more focused on that than these 3 rings we have. So, the lesser of 2 evils.
It's the weapon in the hand. Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like you would be happy that they're doing that because they're using them against the Calrathians, I'm sure.
I don't know. I don't think anyone should use that kind of weapon to. I don't think it's that. I mean, I prefer steel, like
I
to
can
see
make my bullets out of steel.
which one you're killing, right? Not that. I mean, it's not really honorful. In a way.
No, I get you. I get it. And trust me, I am not happy the fact that a bunch of people are now getting these things. But now we have to clean up our mess, or my mess.
Yeah.
And once it's cleaned up, I can promise you I will do everything I can to make sure I'm the only one that has it.
Hold on.
That's a tall order.
That is quite the tall order.
Are you saying gun fimber?
If you want one, I can definitely work on making you one.
I will work havoc with one of those.
How about a harpoon gun? It's like a spear, but it's a gun.
Pair that with his returning dagger spear.
And it comes, I can attach a string to it, so when you shoot it, you can pull them back to you.
Like mechanical way,
Yeah.
not magical.
With gunpowder, not really mechanical.
Exploding way.
Exactly.
I like it.
So, but right now, I think we need a break. So
Oh yeah, for
we
sure.
need to collect ourselves, get more information on this, because if he is indeed with them up north, it's a tall order. So, and then of course Plemolin, we had to take care of that too.
Yeah, if Samwest is making weapons for Jarl Thorson, it's a literal army we would be trying to infiltrate and rescue him from. So that's
Yeah,
that's
it's not gonna be easy.
conceivable
We
right
definitely
now.
gotta do some research.
Yeah.
We might have to find allies, and I hate to say it, Finbar. The only people that would be against the fact that they have guns are the Calrathians.
I'm not so certain about that, because if Conger Redshield is only relying on Jarl Thorson and all the other Jarls and Jarl Skona are on the outs, that's a setting up the
Very possible, yeah.
Civil War.
A power
This is-
go.
It's a very big power shift, and that
Yeah.
military power just.
I don't think we should do this, but it's the powder keg is primed for Civil War if any of the Jarls or the Jarlskona decides to mobilize.
The sad thing is, I don't think they want to do a civil war in the middle of a war.
Right.
So they're probably just going to appeal or appease him until it's over. And then
True.
at that point, how many guns has he made?
Except we don't know how this time ripple has affected the war with the Calrathians.
That is true. That's probably something you know.
Orson, is he the Jarl of my area where I come from, or no?
He's the Jarl of Hadringd.
Pretty sure you're because you're closer to you're more towards Valhalla, more towards the capital city, because you're kind of up there towards the mountains.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
And then
so
who
you
is
you
the
were
Jarl?
more you were more like kind of just on the edge of Valhalla before you get to Karvunder, and yeah, so from that region, so your Jarl would be
That's Slybor.
Slybor,
Slybor,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, Slybor, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
DM, do you mind for roll 20? Do you mind switching it to the world map?
Oh, I thought that's where I had you guys. Yeah, let me get you over there.
Yeah, Valhalla is Jarl Derek Slybor.
Get you guys. Yeah.
Oh, I like the ship that goes with the circle.
Thank you.
Let me get everything. Send it there on string. There we go. All right, all right. Well, what's everybody's thoughts going forward from here? What things would we like to get to working on? Or are you guys still plotting and strategizing the next move?
I think we should take time to ourselves,
All right.
recuperate, and then if anybody feels up to it, do some research on what we need to do next. My vote is Sam West needs to he needs to come back,
Yes.
and doing that will also take care of this rival party. Don't know about the Jarl, but at least we can do that. Is the rival party in Sam West.
So, with everybody kind of going their own ways to settle in, work on some things, and figure out, work on some projects they have, since they have their own time and a good bit of it going forward. First off, Jasper, where do you want to start off kind of getting into things here? You have a number of things I know you want to work on, and some things are going to kind of cross over with some of the other characters and such, but where are you looking to kind of kick things off with your downtime?
Yeah, absolutely. Before everyone scatters, the first thing I want to do is grab Ira and anyone else who's interested in and might have a skill to assist and try to separate these two souls stuck in this ring of mind shielding, because we can still, on one hand, I don't want to lose the connection with Caleb's disciple, and on the other hand, we went through such pains to try to rescue Jegram Finestamp's soul from his mindless body and he could be an advocate and a helper for us against whatever Ragvar Greenhand has done or turned into. So maybe we could. I don't have any soul cage or planar binding type of powers. That's way beyond me, but maybe
I
there's
do.
something that we can do. Do? So can you come along and can we try to do this like now before
I
the
don't know if
ring
you're gonna
explodes?
like what I could do, but yeah, absolutely.
No?
Or at least we had an encounter about this issue in the past with different souls and different bodies, and I did happen to keep it in a jar.
Oh no.
and I will let you know about it.
You're not
I
talking
feel like
about
you're bringing
what-
up some random bullshit that I've forgotten about. What
You're
what
not
are y'all
Remember
doing?
the-
What are y'all up
back
to?
the events of Midway, are you?
The Bond kid and the captain's son and the dagger and the coin
Here in Midway.
in Midway,
Here in Midway.
and that coin, I kept it in a jar.
I thought we ended up giving it to Brisker.
You thought.
Oh.
You gave the dagger to Brisker.
Right, we gave the dagger. Okay, that's what I couldn't remember. I knew we
Yeah.
gave something to Brisker at that point.
I kept the coin.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe we can reverse engineer that through my arcane weaving abilities and Ira's Torin natural nature abilities and expertise, and using one of, since Fine Stamp had that giant amethyst crystal in his own castle, maybe we can use one of those shards, because we've collected a whole bunch of them, or at least, yeah, we collected a whole bunch of them, to trap Fine Stamp's, to move Fine Stamp's soul to that shard and leave the disciple, the Kalim's disciple, in the ring of Mind
Or
Stone.
vice versa. Yeah.
Or vice versa. Yeah, because Kalim is tied to Amethyst as being
it'd be a
a,
little bit easier to move him to that then.
that actually makes
probably
more sense, since Amethyst is kind of representative of Kalim. So with your coin,
If it's still magically enchanted or cursed, whatever you want to call it.
it's worth trying, because the only other thing that will happen if we do nothing is the ring will melt down and we could potentially lose both souls.
If anything, there could be like remnants of that magic still on that coin or something, like some
Sure.
that could help. But
All right. So what's the plan?
Yeah, ritually cast a couple, as I typically do, a couple unseen servants. So in case we have to touch something that we don't want to touch ourselves, we've got some telekinetic forces to help us. And find a secluded spot in our bastion. Finvar, or Ragnar, do you guys have any ideas on how, anything that you guys might be able to assist with in this procedure, this ritual?
I mean, I can be the gloves. I can touch things that you don't want to.
Okay.
you sound like Torin a little bit there.
That sounds like a Torin idea if I've ever heard one.
I mean, what a better vessel on the group than me, right?
So
Well,
that's what we want to do. We want to try to
Alright, so-
separate the two souls out of the ring.
All right. So this is gonna take a little bit of time, kind of getting a feel for things and a little experimentation there. Now, Torin, you're the one with the ring, and Jasper using your unseen servants to kind of get it out and begin the experimentations here. Let me get an Arcana check from you as you start to pry into the magic as best you can here.
Should we get Ragnar in here? He's a little bit.
Yeah,
What about
I was gonna
magic?
say I could do a magic circle ritual first, so whatever is happening is contained in a
We
area.
could-
Inverted magic circle. Fantastic idea.
Perfect.
And
So it goes in
then-
there.
Also, I could always do remove curse and stuff. If
That's
anything
my
else.
need.
Perfect.
We might need that.
Yeah.
So we got Ragnar in there laying down
Genius.
some protective and handling the quarantine situation.
Wow. Great idea. Great idea.
And what's the Arcana there, Jasper?
Not good. My
get
heroic
advantage.
inspiration.
All right.
So I rolled a nat 1, which is kind of funny to start off my downtime. 26. 26 is the roll.
26 there. So taking some time with it and eventually trying to figure out where exactly this thing is branching off to and tethered to the weave. Where you find those proper strings that connect it all together, where to focus it with, and Torin coming in, you explaining as best you can what kind of energies need to channel through, how it needs to really kind of work. Torin himself going about trying to tinker and make some kind of a contraption that can help to accomplish this. Go ahead and let me get that tinkering check there, Torin.
Still haven't slept yet, have we?
Well, so this is happening over a stretch of, a couple of days or so here. So this is taking some time to actually get it going, so you guys would have any rest and everything.
Okay, so I can use a luck dice.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll it again because I rolled one, and then let's see. That's not much better. So I'm also going to use a second wind dice to add a d10 to that. So it's 15 plus 8, so 23.
23. So build the machine here. What you have essentially has some other different kind of crystals and glass focusing at the very bottom, barely coming down, and with a very slender little slice of the mithril making contact with the ring itself, the gem on there running through these crystals. At the center of it, locked in place, is the coin, and more contraptions connecting up higher to a gem of amethyst at the top there. Ira, you were assisting with this as well, weren't you?
Yes, I was
Yeah.
having to assist with this as well.
All right, so go ahead and give me a nature check.
We're looking at a 16.
16. Alright, so Ira doing his best to make sure that the materials used here are all the proper kind of conductors and any of the kind of natural energies and spiritual energies that are running through this thing. Everything's kind of inclined with, or in step with what it needs to be. At this point, all that's left to do is to activate the device, which is going to take a bit of everybody. I need same roll here. We have Torin there, ready to flip things on, hoping that his device works properly. We have Jasper ready to send in some of his arcane energy, and Ira ready to give it some of his own druidic power as well. So go ahead and give me those saves again, or those checks again.
I'm gonna use
Same
luck
check,
again.
Arcana, your tinkering, and your nature check.
Nature 27.
I'm gonna also
Oh,
use a
luck
d10
dice.
on top of that.
Alright,
Might as well use everything I got. Ooh, that's lovely. 19.
19. So as you activate everything off there, those gears, everything you've placed inside of it, start grinding away. You can already hear that something was slightly off kilter when it came to the gears. Something wasn't threaded exactly right, but it was still spinning. But it wasn't going to hold for long as it already started shaking. Then Jasper lets off a torrent of arcane energy. Looks like lightning, but so much pure as other shimmers run through it. Strikes into it at the top there, sending like a little beam of laser coming down through the crystal, down into the coin, and then all that energy going down into the ring. You can see it's almost like it goes in reverse there as Ira steps in, adds his own kind of natural energy to it, making sure that everything is kind of following the path it's supposed to. You can see two distinct lines, one purple, one yellow, coming off of the ring itself. They follow wires running up to the coin. When they hit the coin, the yellow runs up to the amethyst. The purple runs back down through another pathway, back down to the ring. It's a massive flash in the center. Everybody give me a dex save.
Good at this.
Okay, I'm near, so everyone has +2. Just in case.
Gonna use one of my
then-
lucks.
That would be a 16 then. I roll with advantage and I get 213.
That would be 30 for me.
Holy
Jesus.
crap.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use a d10 on that as well. God, son of a bitch. It's gonna be a 15 in total with advantage and my.
All right.
24.
So
Oh, sorry,
15
17. Plus
17. 17. Okay. So everyone manages to avoid the worst of it, but it explodes at the center as you all leap out the way. Everyone is going to take half is going to be 11 lightning damage as that energy just pours out of it. When everything simmers, little fire starts at one of the curtains in the corner there before going out. And then we lost Ragnar. And then on the table where everything was being worked on, the coin sits there. It's sizzling. You can see the top side of it burnt, crisped over, otherwise still solid. The amethyst lays there, still halfway stuck inside of the structure that it was locked into, giving a very vibrant glow. The amethyst itself purple, the glow coming from the inside a bright yellow. In the ring, just as always, just right on the other end, over on the floor by the table.
So now it's the moment to touch it.
Who's touching what?
Or is it already exchanged?
It should be safe.
I'm going to grab the coin.
You grab the coin.
The coin wasn't a vessel.
So
You can grab the coin, but go ahead.
Yeah, grab the coin.
Yeah, grab the coin.
I mean, I'm guessing
for it.
who's fine stamp and who's the KLM disciple, right?
The Caleb should have remained in the ring, and Fine Stamp should have. Oh wait, I have that backwards, right?
Other way, yeah.
Yeah,
Caleb should have went to the amethyst.
to the
Fine Sam
amethyst.
should be in the ring.
Fine Stamp should be in the ring of mind shielding. Yep.
And the coin is blank. I'm going to grab it. I don't care.
You got remove curse ready?
all right, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna
A very Finbar thing to do.
Absolutely.
Yep.
so you grab that coin there. Give me a wisdom save, Finvar.
Oh shit!
Why are you taking after me?
I'm going to use luck for this. 19.
19. So you grab the coin and you have this feeling. Everything floods your mind in a second. Every time you've ever just been full of rage, anger, hatred, it all floods back to you. Every horrible experience you've ever had in the moment that left you just steaming mad. The coin heats up, starts to burn in your hand. You look down at it. The other side, the side that was burnt, is kind of crisping away at your palm. The other side is still shiny all the way over. Then it lets go and drops. And all that anger kind of like letting go a deep breath comes out. And you find yourself there in a deep sweat. The coin rolls around on the ground for a second before falling flat again, dark side up.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and look at Finbar to see if he's cursed now.
You don't detect any kind of a curse on him.
I think I'm going to take a walk.
Should we put it back where I had it?
Put it back in the jar, Torin.
Yeah.
Jasper, you have any way to put this in without touching it?
Your unseen servants.
Yeah, I've got those
I'll
telekinetic
grab the
forces.
jar, hold it, wait for it to drop it in.
The coin of permanent anger and
Pick up the coin, it floats back in. And when it touches the inside of the jar and you put the lid on, you can see that dark side is actually very slightly almost sizzling. A little bit of steam comes up, and pretty soon unless you look at it from the bottom where it's shiny, the jar is full of smoke.
I'll crack it, let the smoke out, and put it back.
Finvar, if you start feeling really out of it, come to me immediately, please.
I
Okay.
mean, how is that?
If you don't feel like
Feel-
yourself, just come directly to me.
That or
like
go to
myself?
church. One of the two.
Yeah, or hollowed ground, cemetery,
Drink some holy water.
one of those.
I do have a couple vials of holy water if you need to drink
There
one.
you go. Yeah.
Okay, but
Do you not remember the ring? Or the coin?
The Bond Kid?
yeah,
Finvar?
I remember, but
That's the coin that caused it all.
That's the coin that
Oh,
caused a few kids to swap souls.
I thought it was empty. I
Oh,
didn't
no.
know. Okay, I feel good. Don't worry. My hand is like burnt, but it's okay. I don't think you need any of my assistance anymore, right? Or is anything going to explode?
I don't know. I kind of felt very dexterous when you were around, so wouldn't mind keeping you just in the vicinity.
I mean, I'll stay here, but I'm not touching anything.
How does he look? Like just in general.
Finvar sweaty. He is sweating bullets. That moment there, just his cheeks are red. He is just sweating. He looks like he just got off of a fucking roller coaster and did not like it. Like,
I'm just to be safe, and I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna cast remove curse.
Ragnar, my mind is not a curse, okay? What I think it's not bad. You cannot remove it.
Nothing happens to him when you cast it on him.
You see,
Torin,
I'm
so
fine.
what did you do with that jar?
Put it back on top of the fireplace. Shelf, like the basically above the fireplace.
Is it right next to the copper piece of sickness?
There's a few up there.
Torin's just collecting cursed fucking coins. All right.
It's helpful. I mean,
All right. Well, so with that, what do you
Speaking-
guys go ahead?
Speaking of touching things, unless anyone objects, I'd like to hang on to that ring of mind shielding just for the Caleb connection. But I think someone else should maintain possession of Jegram fine
Other
stamps.
way around, Jasper.
does it require two?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that.
No
I've got
worries.
it written backwards here. I'm keep messing myself up. Anyway, bottom line is someone else should maintain Jegram fine stamp's soul. Can someone hang on to that?
I mean, I could use his knowledge, but if anybody else wants to hold it, be my guest.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, I don't want that. Torin shoot. I mean,
It's a very angry fine stamp.
Torin's the one who can make the most use of his knowledge.
So you're taking the
So the ring of mind shielding is back in party inventory.
And then
Yeah, I don't want to touch another soul driven item.
And I'll add a Kalen Disciple Amethyst in my inventory.
all right.
Couple other things for my downtime. A few other things. I hope you don't mind.
No, go for it.
Right at the start, Ragnar, before you go off to Glenfirth, I want to get your assistance and your gold. I was saving these billet scales for potentially crafting a shield, but I found a couple pretty handy shields in Fristfell. So I wanted to make a belt for you. So if you're willing to pony up 400 gold, I can make a belt of the belay with your assistance. It'll take 3 days or so, 3.5 days. If you're willing to spend the time with me to create that belt for you.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do
It's
that.
just 400 gold though, and it'll have to come from you because my gold is gonna be zeroed out here in just a minute.
Okay. I just remade 400 gold from my gold. So
Okay.
we're good. I got plenty.
DM, if there's no rolls to be made, I created it in D&D Beyond, and I moved it to party inventory, belt of the belay, so you can click on it and see what it does.
All right.
Gives you
yeah. I'll double check that later on. Yeah, no worries about that. I think you had sent me the message
Yes.
describing it earlier before, and it all looked good to me anyway. So
Ragnar
no
gives you a
rolls
slight
for it?
boost to AC, gives you some tremor, reduced tremor sense, but it also gives you the belay's leap ability. So helps you get around the battlefield a little bit better.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
And then I want to, after that's done, spend a couple days now and kind of get into a cycle where Jasper spends most of his time cloistered in his room in libraries, poring over old books. I'm going to spend a couple hundred gold to hire a bookseller to find some books for me. Not only crafting books, but research books, and start to build the Bastion library. But I'd like to spend a little bit of every day starting to learn a new language. And I'd like to find out, DM, if I can find some books or a teacher for either Celestial or Deep Speech. Whichever one I could find, that would be my proficiency improvement for the Daunton.
all right. So finding books on the matter is tough in the local area, though not impossible. But you can, of course, send away for them and get those get something sent special delivery for yourself, as well as if you're looking for teachers. There's not going to be anybody speaking Celestial or deep speech, anything like that. Deep speech maybe you can find around here, but otherwise you can also pay to have somebody come out and teach you, have a scholar come out and teach you whatever language you're trying to learn. So both of them are an option. Difficulty kind of just depends on how you want to go about it.
Well, I've got a couple months, so in our half hour a day or maybe 3 days a week.
Okay. All right, so just go ahead and give me first off investigation check.
All right. 27.
All right, so within that time frame, in the first day heading out and kind of looking through things, you look up and find a couple of very basic books on both languages at some of the local resellers here. Nothing brand new or anything like that, but some things that somebody left here traveling through at some point in time. So something to give you a good kind of basic start to understanding some of the sentence structures and such of each of the speeches and everything. But anything more detailed is going to require kind of sending off for something like that. So basically the book itself, on either one you want, it's going to run you about 10 gold each.
Okay. Sounds good. And I think go ahead.
I was going to say, and then if you wanted to finalize and take a couple weeks, not too long, we're talking like a half hour out of each day over a couple of weeks to have somebody come out and teach you a specific language, then it's going to run you about 150 gold to pay to have them travel here, stay, teach you, and then travel home.
Okay. Got it. Marked and deducted.
All right.
In addition to doing that for every other day or so, I'd like to donate a couple hours daily and over the time another 400 gold pieces to the children's school in Midway, the one that I've supported before, the one that's with the patron of Shantea.
Okay. And are you delivering that personally, or are you just having somebody take that and deliver for you?
Personally, yep.
Okay.
And
they have
being.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go
I
ahead.
was going to say, being in the still having the armor of the Midway Guard on shouldn't be too much of a. I do have a kind of conspicuous staff, but I shouldn't be stand out too much to make them a target.
Yeah, no, the times you have been through here, you have made a good bit of effort to stop by and help out where you can. So they have grown to know you. Same for Ira, who's made a number of visits there as well. So they always rejoice and all want to hear about your stories and what's happened. It's been so long since they've seen you and everything like that. Absolutely grateful. You can already tell that a lot of work has been done here. What money you guys have already left in the past has gone a long way at building another wing onto the structure there, and the beds, you can see they've been replaced with those little cots on the ground to actually some nice respectable little single beds that are set up there for all the orphans.
Excellent. In addition to that, I'll be spending once a week, spending some time visiting and checking in on the Midway Guard Captain Sharf and his son Leon, and just develop a little bit of a friendship. Since we've got a shared background in guard service, maybe an occasional dinner or something like that. Nothing too special. Just some friends and network outside of the bastion, outside of the party, and somebody that we can maybe rely on in the future.
Yeah, and those dinners, he has seemingly come to look forward to them, noting that since you all have come through and made some effort here, the word of your guys' exploits have been getting around the kingdom more and more. And while there is some word, unconfirmed for most people, it's kind of rumors and such, that somewhere around here is where you lay your head, knowing that people who come to town tends to scare away bandits. They said there's been a lot less people trying to make their way into town and cause trouble. Most stay clear of it if they can avoid it. So it's definitely very appreciative of that. And then
by the second month, I would have started crafting. I would have finished the Tome of Clear Thought, which would, after 48 hours, increase my intelligence to a pretty high level.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
Yep. Which would make my intelligence 22, actually. And by that point, I would have unlocked a little bit of capability to start on month 2, spend a week and 2,000 gold pieces crafting that Spell Writer's Brace, which kind of opens up the possibility to prepare a few extra spells a day. And then, after spending about 4,500 on spell components and scribe scrolls, then I settle into some research. And over this time, any remaining time that we have, you guys don't see me very much. It pretty much even more cloistered in the room, other than the few times that I head out to the libraries or to the market, or sometimes to the school for children. By the end of our downtime, Jasper has kind of lost his suntan. He's got a few more dark circles under his eyes, and he's gained a bit of a new intensity, burning intensity, a piercing gaze in his eyes, and often seems distracted and worried about things that are just beyond this realm that kind of threaten us or may threaten us. Because I'm spending the rest of my time and with the bookseller's assistance researching Ragnar Greenhand, whatever else we can find on him, the children of the Forgotten Land, Ragnar's children in the Forgotten Lands. Anything I can find on the Castle of Carcassus. I know I found one book difficult, but maybe Aelor Varn can help shed some light on what the Castle of Carcassus may be. And then lastly, how to find the Vault of Secrets. And that would just be the remainder of the research to spend.
So
and that would close out my
working through those.
downtime.
So you have a number of people constantly working on doing this research, trying to track down the books that you need, and you're spending all your hours pouring through them. The first one you're starting off is with Ragnar.
Mhm.
So, starting off, looking into Ragnar as much as you can, and a lot of the text that you're trying to find, you even have not one but two of your helpers up and quit and refuse to continue onward as they start digging into some of these things, and they doubt its authenticity and everything. But there's more and more stories about places that Ragnar himself burnt down in order to feed or keep his war machine going on. The old story tells of him being a uniter who was willing to fight, though it seems, truthfully, uniting meant forcing everybody to kneel. It wasn't people coming and learning how to grow from him. He was the one who moved across the lands, conquered as much as he could, and used that to push back against the already present for the proper word here, occupiers at that point in time. Now, some of these stories come off kind of gray as far as intention. Some of them argue that the stories were necessary, that he himself was necessary. But it starts painting more and more a picture of him falling into madness after the wars were finally done. His paranoia, his inability to give it all up. He was certain that if he didn't have enough power, that one way or another, the land would just fall again. And many say that by the end of it, he had become quite cruel. Looking into his children, which all basic knowledge don't exist. The stories that you found mention that he did have a number of wives, most of them stationed at different regions within the land, and those wives had children, many of which he didn't allow to live, but he tended to keep the oldest sons. They worshipped him, but eventually some of them began to have doubts. And when they stood up to him, he flew into a rage and attacked them as well. There was somewhat of a secret war that occurred between him, his sons, and the forces they each commanded. By the time all was done, he was victorious. And with the help of Fine Stamp, hid away the events from ever happening. And banished his children. Sent them off. Some of them left Aradiel and its lands, its shores entirely. Those who refused to leave all the lands were sent to the Forgotten Lands. There's some writings that suggest that one of his sons, said to be the oldest, at some point made his way off of the Forgotten Lands and traveled north. And that's as much as you find on him. Now, for the castle of Carcassus, finding information on this already is near impossible. A lot of what you read, it's not research papers or anything like what you're used to with a lot of similar subjects. These are things hidden in poems, in prose, stories that can't tell if they're just fever dreams or someone who may have been locked in the same pursuit as yourself. But all of them paint a very kind of similar picture. Carcassus itself is the spindle on which all worlds revolve. Everything spins at the center of it, connected through the minds of all realities. The only known way to access it, if you can find it to begin with, is through dreams. With a very dire warning in some of the poems that say, but even in those dreams, your body can still be affected. It exists within a dream, but at the same time, all dreams exist within it. There's some mention you find of a book. It says to be lost to the gods, that could offer some means of navigating the tower, but warns that all who have tried have failed and been forever haunted, or worse. And finally, the Vault of Secrets. Some of this, it's less convoluted, less abstract when you're able to finally search it down. All your investigations, everything you can find about it, any mention of it, is all very rare in itself, hidden between subtext, but you have a keen eye for it to pick it out. And one thing you find is that from what you can tell, this vault was hidden somewhere where it was sure that no one would be foolish enough to go. In the Forgotten Lands was where Calum hid away his most valuable secrets.
Well, that's amazing. Thanks. I do have one quick alibi before I turn over to somebody else, and that is in the first month, I would try to track down before he vanishes into the ditches and the alleyways of Midway, Finvar, and spend a few evenings sparring with Finvar if he's available. I haven't used a staff for years, and while I trained on it as a youth, I could use some sparring help. But Finvar, I also have a gift for you. Since I stumbled across a really interesting shield, this other shield I no longer can use. So I wanted to find out. I have this magical shield. If you're interested, I'd love to give that to you.
Sure.
And see, over our spars, I think it'd be really interesting if you and I could, have spirited debates as we're whacking away at each other on our, with our weapons. In that, you seem to view the world kind of like through a neutral good alignment, basically. You seem to view the world and rules as useful, but useful also to be broken in the service of the greater good. while I tend to view laws and rules as the means to achieve that greater good. So, I think that we have some spirited debates about the nature of law versus breaking the law in the service of good. So, I think it'll be something that we might do as we're sparring.
I mean, if you can keep up fighting and talking at the same time, it's okay to me.
Sounds
yeah.
good. The shield I'm giving you is in party equipment.
Okay. Oh,
Thank you.
you see.
Sorry I took so long.
All right. Where y'all? So with that, ready for some heated debates and conversations, and we figure out where you guys agree and where you might disagree on some particular principles. Finvar and Jasper head down to do a little sparring. Everybody's kind of settling in. Jasper getting hard at work there. Everyone else getting ready to start working on some of their objectives as well. But those are going to have to get picked up and worked on next week. That is going to be it for tonight, everybody. Considering we actually started pretty early tonight, we got a whole almost solid 3 hours. Look at us go. But that was good. Crazy session. Lots of shit going on there. So damn, I've got to get the journal caught up here. Everybody, just so you know, you can go over, make sure you join the Discord and stuff. There's a journal in there that gives you everything that's happened so far up to a certain point, because again, I have to write the journal. It's and things happen in fast succession of stuff, but I get it updated as fast as possible. You can also go check it over on TikTok, where we kind of got shorter format videos covering some things, and on YouTube, where the full form videos, everything up to now is all set up there. Yeah, so a lot of stuff going on. We'll finish up all the downtime stuff next week before we kick off into whatever is just around the corner here. I don't even know. Who knows? I'm just making up as I go, y'all. I have no plans. Nothing at all. I certainly am not plotting on y'all in any kind of crazy way. Nothing like that. But I'm rambling now, so we're going to go ahead and call it there, and we'll catch y'all later. Peace out.